Welcome in, everybody. Today we are taking a look at Aries through Pisces for who and what's coming towards you that you might not see coming in September. All right, hopefully I adjusted the camera that I am looking at the camera, or I'm looking at my computer. Sorry, the chat room. So we will be taking a look at each zodiac sign, starting at Aries, going through Pisces, and I do a rundown of Aries through Pisces for you. For the person that's on your mind. You can always check your sun, moon, rising, even your person sign. It may all resonate, but definitely take what resonates, leave the rest behind. I am announcing the winner of Happy Birthday, Leo. Right after this announcement here, you can say happy birthday to Virgo right now if you want to win a personal reading. And also you can go to my website, frankiestarot.com. But the winner of the reading, and those of you, the timestamps will be up. I'll start Aries at 333, but the timestamps will be up after the live today. All right, so we have the winner is Tamtastrophe. All righty, congratulations. Please send me your question through my email, frankiestarot@gmail.com, and I will give you a personal reading, right? So congratulations, and thank you for all your support and bringing your energy to this channel. It means the world to me. And same with all of you guys that are here today. Hello, Angel, to my mods, Lisa, Melissa, and I see Debsy in here as well. So do bring your energy. It does help the flow of the live. I am taking a look at your person's feelings, intentions, and possibly any actions in September. So hello, coming in. Wait a minute, we did this before. Coming up, roses. All right, I got you. All right, so again, congratulations, Tamtastrophe. I will make an official post in the community tab later on or this weekend if I don't hear from you. All right, so don't forget, happy birthday, Virgo. All right, let's do this. What is add to stage? And let's go for this, right? So we got my little doodads here. Thank you. The skincare routine. Clarity. I use Clarity, or is it, I go to Ulta. I use Clarity, but I used to work for a spa. And I use, honest to God, Retin-A. It's what I've been using since I was 13 for acne. And that's what I use. And I use moisturizer, Cetaphil, right? Whatever for sensitive skin. I always followed what the dermatologist said to do and kept it simple. So, and plus StreamYards has a slight filter. You guys have caught me without the filter, so you know that it's not too different, but thank you. All right, Aries. All right. Let's see. Your person's feelings towards you and hidden intentions, you know, so what you don't see. But let's see what happens in September, the month of September. All right, well, you're definitely on their mind. Right, the Hangman. All right, so it's kind of like back and forth here a little bit. Really, you know, it goes from a hot to cold relationship. They might feel like you go hot and cold. And I see the Ten of Swords, all right? So it looks as though somebody here, the light's still on, but they're not sure if you're over them, if you're over this, if this has been going back and forth too many times, Aries. You know, so it's like we have passion, but we've seen there's still something there. I'm still drawn to you. You know, I'm so stuck on this situation, but obviously we've had our times, you know, we've gone back and forth quite a few times. I've messed things up maybe quite a few times, or, you know, it could have been both of you, you know, but they feel like maybe you don't trust them right now. And so right now it feels like they're kind of hanging back. All right, they don't know what to do. All right, do I reach out to Aries? Do I see what's going on? Do I let them know I'm still interested? Do I keep, you know, maybe you are talking to this person right now, but communication seems a little iffy, you know. It seems like, you know, one minute like something's there and then they pull away. I think they're testing the waters with you. It's like they're coming in about a roundabout way, you know what I mean? Because it does seem like either you had enough, right? Or this person's really kind of pushed you to the limit. But again, I do feel like for you, even though they pushed you to the limit, there's something about this person that you know, are not finished with yet. You need something from this person, even if it's just closure. And so they feel it too, though, is what I'm getting. So let's see any hidden intentions or actions. I got the eight. Look, you got two aces here, Ace of Swords and the King of Swords. So they're trying to, you know, they're sitting back looking at the facts, right? They're listening to what's been said, maybe, you know, and they do seem a little bit cold or they're acting distant to you, right? But it looks like they're starting to, in September, shift their mindset where they're starting to look at facts as facts, right? They're starting to see their side of things, right? Maybe right now they're kind of, you know, only thinking their own thoughts about, you know, for them, why they did something, right? They're very narrow-minded, you know, with this energy here. It's like maybe not completely wanting to admit their part in anything or the way they've been showing up, or they could even be possibly blaming you for being hot and cold, but you seem to have every reason to be. You seem to be the one that's been kind of hurt, you know, in the past. We've been betrayed several times in the past. And so, you know, it's not, you're not shy about that. Right. So we do see in September, maybe they're starting to see shift, you know, their perspective of things. They know what they need to do and they want to talk to you. Right. So we do see a new energy with this relationship in September. I mean, we're talking about communication. We're talking about somebody trying to light the fire again, trying to get you to maybe see them again, right? Get them, you know, you to be flirting again, right? So they're trying to flicker the light here in September through communication with you. And they are keeping it pretty clear-headed, you know, no blame game here, right? Or no, you know, games being played here. Right, but it does look like I need to be honest with you, Aries. And I see the Hierophant. So their conscience is weighing on them. It's like I want to, I see this as this person wanting to level up in the relationship, you know, even if it's a little wobbly. It's like I've, you know, with commitment, it does seem as though this person is taking this serious, this next step serious with you, especially with the Hierophant. You know, it's something's weighing on their conscience. You know, it feels as though I've learned my lesson. I have learned my lessons from the past, and I really don't want to do this again with you. I don't want to bring this into this relationship with you. So I do see somebody, whether it's you and this person reconciling from a split, or this person here is ready for a relationship, you know, after, you know, contemplation. Maybe you are leaving somebody else. It could even be a situation like that, where you're trying to, you know, and I see the aces here, Aries. So you could very well have a King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, showing up in your life in September. So remember, when we're doing predictions, you know, we're looking in the future, a lot of people will say nothing resonates or this doesn't resonate. But how can it, you know, you're coming through a lens of today and what you see today, and anything can shift or change when we're looking at a future timeline. So I do see a possibility of somebody new coming into your life here, right? All right, so the outcome in September, we're seeing 8 of Wands, we're seeing the Knight of Pentacles, and we're seeing the 2 of Pentacles, right? So it does look like something's a little bit more stable with this relationship, you know. I mean, it could be, it does look, and I hate to say this with the 2 of Pentacles, it does look like, you know, it could still be a little bit of back and forth, you know, mixed messages, you know, 1 minute it's going really fast, you know, and then the Knight of Pentacles, it seems to slow down a little bit. But there's something about this energy that gives you more satisfaction. It keeps you going, right? It keeps you going and trying. And it looks like you guys are just taking one step at a time when it comes to September with this person, making plans, and you see the synchronicities of the aces and the twos here. So we are seeing things picking up speed, somebody coming in, trying to get something off their chest, and coming in pretty fast and spicy. But then again, cautious energy is showing up here. And I do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well for you that could possibly be coming in. All right, so let's take a look at what Spirit here has for the Oracle, and then we'll look at Aries to Pisces. So we're seeing trust your vision, scry and energy, intuition, and seeds being planted. All right. And I always look at the pentacles as seeds, right? So for whatever it's worth, aces are indicating a fresh energy, and it looks like seeds have been planted, and you may start to see growth in your relationship when it comes to September. And it says the road is clear. So you know what to do. Walk it your way, Aries. All right. Let's take a look at Aries through Pisces now. All right, Aries through Pisces. So we're definitely going to see what pokes out for each one. I'm going to go, down the line, but their feelings, any intentions or actions towards you, and the potential outcome that could happen. You have Justice card. So it looks like you're getting justice. You and another person may feel like you're both finding some sort of closure and feeling like things are either complete or ready to take the next step, right? So it's a good energy for you. All right, Aries, we see the Death card here, all right? So it looks like you and another Aries, you may feel like it's over. There may have been a lot going on. You guys may have run your course. This card does indicate an ending, but it feels as though there's a lot of transformation going on between you and another Aries. All right, I'm not sure if I want things to be completely over, especially with the other reading, but right now it does look like you and another Aries may be going your own way. Now, Taurus, is like the feeling different, looking at you like, you've got it going on. All right. So there is some growth happening with you and Taurus. It looks as though, they've got you on their mind and they haven't stopped thinking about you, and a lot manifesting in the relationship in September. Gemini is interested in talking to you. All right, so it looks like, they're opening lines of communication. Watch out, though, for restless communication or weird communication or mixed messages type of thing. They could be flip-flopping around a little bit, but it does seem to be, I want to know what you're up to. I want to talk to you, and I want to see, if you're interested still. Cancer, same thing with Cancer, Two of Swords, right? Going back and forth a little bit, and needing to make a decision. It might still be kind of confusing you in September. All right, so the communication looks like it's still open, but I still haven't made a decision. So this can be frustrating. Leo has got you like, dreaming about you, thinking about you, maybe flirting with you. There is a little bit of fear of meeting your expectations, Aries, but Leo definitely wants to see, I'm still thinking about where things can go and how we can make this happen. Virgo may feel like you're very defensive, or like they feel like they've got to push back at you. There could be some intensity, a lot of challenges between you and a Virgo, and they may feel like you get angry or upset really fast. And so there could be blocks, or there could be some tempers flaring in September with a Virgo. Libra is stepping up. Libra's like, damn, Aries, right? It's like, you look good, I want to see where this goes. And so they're still showing up in your life. They're still showing up wanting to see where things go, or just keep it the way it is. Scorpio, Ace of Wands. Scorpio is like, look, I want to start this fire. All right, we still have some passion here. So we are seeing, I want to talk to you, communicate with you. Sagittarius coming in confident, sexy as all hell. And Sag is like, look, we're fire. We can make this happen. Let's do this. Let's go. and Capricorn, 8 of Wands, right? So Cap's coming in pretty fast too, lots of communication, but you know, and it could be back and forth a little bit too here. It could be some frustrated energy, feels like sometimes things are going so fast and intense, and then sometimes things slow down. Aquarius coming in confident as well and serious about their connection with you. You know, so it looks as though they're stepping up, at least, you know, taking the next step towards you. Aquarius, 8 of Pentacles. Aquarius is like, let's work things out, you know, one step at a time. It seems like they are ready for commitment with you. And Pisces, the Tower card. So there could be a lot of chaos with you and Pisces. We are seeing instability. We're seeing emotions running high. We're seeing some drama with you and a Pisces. You prep for these like you have snacks right now. I love this, right? I hope you're enjoying these ones. Definitely, I love that you're sitting back with the snacks. Make sure to be hitting that like button, share, subscribe. You know, it helps. It helps a lot. All right, Taurus. Let's see. 17. And don't forget, I am going live today. I'm going live today with Super Chats at 4:30 if you guys are interested in that. All right, Taurus. Your person's feelings. Hello, Soul Latte. All right, let's see. Taurus. What's going on with my Taurus energies? Hello. Hello, April. All right, Taurus. Let's see. Your person, how they feel. All right, we got the 3 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Oh, Queen of Pentacles. Your person feels like you've been really focused on yourself. Look at this, the Ace of Pentacles. Maybe work, maybe. And I got the Page of Swords, maybe holding back. You know, it looks as though they want to talk to you. They want to communicate with you more. You know, you're showing up in this energy here. This person really feels you. They may be feeling, I get this like cold energy, like maybe also, maybe you're being a little bit distant. Your focus is on work, or maybe you're super hyper focused on commitment and you're wanting your person to know how you really feel, right? And you've got somebody really kind of racking their brains over what to say to you. They just can't read you right now. Right, and there could be an age difference. I definitely do see your person kind of hanging out in the shadows. You've got them really thinking like, you know, what are you up to? Are you doing your own thing? Are you fine the way you are? Are you, you know, just doing you? Are you over this? Or are you even into me? That kind of energy. So, you know, you really got somebody, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you don't realize it, but it looks as though keeping an eye on you more than they're admitting, right? So even if you are talking or you are getting along and it seems like you got your person shaking up a little bit here, not trusting something or just not trusting your move, maybe because she can be independent and really want to go do her own thing. You know, I've got my own plans. I'm making my own plans, but I'm not going to say anything. You know, I may hang around, but if I'm not getting serious commitment here, you know, Taurus, you may be starting to slowly break away or giving off that vibe. All right. I do see somebody who really is trying to figure out what to say to you or trying to figure out, they're questioning this connection. They are definitely questioning this connection with you. So what's their hidden intentions? You know, I've got the 5 swords. Wow. That 8 of swords. And the Queen of Wands, your person is trying to act as cool and confident as they can. You know, fire energy. I got Aries, Leo, Sag. So it looks as both of you are really strong energies. And so you're not going to give off any kind of clues here that where your person especially, it looks like they feel like you're not being honest with them or you're hiding something from them. right? Eight of Swords, they may feel like you're doubting them, you know, or they've lied to you, or you feel like they're lying to you and you're getting over it. But they're definitely Five of Swords, Eight of Swords. This person over here is like, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to read Taurus, and I just don't know if, you know, I'm starting to doubt that they're, you know, I think they're giving up in some way. All right. Now this can be, you know, they're like, you're acting very confident. You're, you know, you just seem like you're, you know, just not as interested as you used to be, right? Or you're distracted and you're triggering this person, Taurus. You're really triggering this person. You may be the type that maybe you don't realize this. You know, this person is like, when you're given their energy, you're so caring and you're so nurturing and you're so responsible and you're always taking care of things. And, you know, this person is maybe starting to feel that distance. You might not realize that you just stopped doing something that you like to do. You may have checked up on this person all the time. You may have really cared, and, you know, and we do things differently when we're really into somebody. But if we start to feel, you know, hurt in any way or deceived in any way, you know, even if we're in love with somebody, we do pull away, and this person may be feeling that with you. And the more you do this, the more your person is magnetically drawn to you, and they're really upset. It seems like, and they couldn't really be upset with the whole situation in general. Why is this happening? You know, and why is this disagreement happening? Why is this, you know, situation even happening? But maybe something was said between the two of you and you just, you know. So let's see the possible outcome in September. I see Four of Pentacles. I see the Ten of Cups, and I see the Seven of Pentacles. So, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. Your person here is it feels very, very solid with you. There was something they felt with you that felt stable. You gave them a sense of security. It feels like you guys may still be working on this, this connection. The Four of Pentacles is like, we've come this far. Let's see where things go. And I see the Seven of Pentacles. So, you know, and it is movement here with that Ten of Cups, movement towards closeness. So there may be a conversation. We need to have a conversation because they really think this relationship could move forward, and they really want to step up. And your person may feel like they know they need to step up and be honest about their feelings. Sometimes pride can get in the way here with that Queen of Wands. You know, confidence. I mean, this is an amazing part. I mean, this energy. I mean, but so it's hard for this person here to admit, you know, that they're insecure about something, because they're not typically insecure. You know, this person has a big heart, and, you know, so they're not gonna wear it on their sleeves that they're really racking their brains about this connection. But I think this is gonna be one step with this person opening up and bringing this relationship closer together, you know, opening up and seeing where it goes, because the investment is here. And the, you know, the Seven of Pentacles is saying, we still have an avenue that we haven't gone down yet. We can't stop this soon, right? And it feels like if you're pulling away from each other, this is gonna draw them closer in during September with that Four of Pentacles. It's like, so, you know, we got to open up our hearts here. So I feel like the two of you are kind of being, you know, you're very independent, very solid, and maybe hard to open up and trust. And, you know, but it's about that. Somebody needs to step up and be honest with their intentions and their feelings. Let's see the advice here from the Oracle. From the Oracle. Oh, guys. You know, the investment's real. The potential of this to turn into a healthier relationship, or at least start opening up and being honest with each other, is, I'm gonna go for it. I'm on your side. I think this is gonna happen, guys. I think it's gonna happen. All right, stepping stones. Look at this. Oh, is there a glare on this? I'm sorry. I gotta fix maybe it's this light here. But stepping stones is what I'm getting here for you. Maybe that's a little bit better. There you go. All right. And taking the next step, simplicity, focus. All right, so it does feel like one step at a time here, and we're just keeping it real, keeping it simple. And it looks like your person really is going to get the courage to open up and be as authentic as possible. Like I said, I like this person, doesn't look like, look at me, I like this person, doesn't look like, you know, they have a heart, all right? They just may have a funny way of showing it. All right, so let's see Aries through Pisces. All right, Aries through Pisces for Taurus. One here and 11. Taurus, you always get 11. Always get the ones. You know, let's see, Aries through Pisces. All right, Aries. All right, so Aries over here going, I feel like you are the one. Wow, you know. So there is potential here for you and Aries to take that next step. Right, you make me happy. You know, we got problems. We got the same, you know, we got to work through our shit, but you know what? There's something about you and I think we both want the same thing. Taurus, Four of Pentacles again, right? So look at that Four of Pentacles. It's like Taurus, you know, somebody's holding on, another Taurus holding on. It's like we both kind of hold on to what we're both stubborn, you know, but we've come this far and we've got to see where this is taking us, right? Gemini is wanting to bring some sort of justice to this situation. Right? I want to be real. I know I need to be real. So let's talk about things. Let's clear things up. Cancer, Ace of Wands. All right, let's get this fire started. All right, you know I think about you. You know I think you're hot. Leo, you know I'm in love with you. Leo's like, we need to have a conversation here. All right, sometimes we don't see eye to eye, but that's part of this, right? So we got to hang in there and we got to see where things go. All right, Virgo, we're seeing the Tower card. So there is some drama here with a Virgo. Things are unstable. It just feels like it's too unstable for you. It feels like something's got to give here. Something's got to crack. You know, we got to get to that truth. Right, so expect maybe some shakeups here with the Virgo. We have Libra, the Temperance card, right? So Libra's like, you know, I'm just kind of going and seeing how things are going, playing it cool. Let's play it cool. Let's just take one step at a time. But it feels this relationship is being divinely guided. So trust in your, you know, trust in your vision. Scorpio, Three of Pentacles. Scorpio's like, all right, we can fix this. We know we can work through this. We know we can get this going. We definitely have what it takes. We both care about each other and support one another. So it looks like, you know, building a foundation here with the Scorpio and working things out. Sagittarius coming in with the facts. Sagittarius coming in with the truth. Sag saying, you know, this is what I got to get this off my chest. We need to look at things and be real about stuff. And so you could, you know, I want to communicate with you. I want to open up. I want to talk, but we got to keep the emotions out of it. You know, we got to be serious. Capricorn, Page of Pentacles, right? So Cap's like, you know, I'm very interested in you. Let's take it one step at a time. You know, I want to get to know you. And I really do want to start, you know, something real with you, at least being friends and take it from there. Aquarius, you know, knows you're heated, knows you're stressed. Aquarius is like, you know, I am too. Look, we got a lot going on. Maybe we take it out on each other. You know, we're constantly battling, you know, but I just don't want to give up on this connection. Pisces, 10 of Wands, though. Pisces is like, this is too heavy. This has been hard. You know, this has been a lot to carry, and I just can't carry all this weight, all this responsibility. On my own here, you know, I mean, we've got to let something go. We got to figure something out. So we either reach this point and decide to move on, or we reach this point and we decide to move on together. All right, let's see. We have Gemini. Yes, thank you guys. We are doing another collab on the new moon eclipse, Archer Astrology, and I love that you remind me. It's so early to say it though, you know, that's why I keep forgetting to say it, but we are going in September, so it's gonna be pretty fun. 31 for Gemini. All right, Gemini. So where's everybody at? Where's the crew at? It is Labor Day weekend. Are people on vacation? I don't take vacations. All right, let's see. Gemini. Let's see for my Geminis, their feelings, any hidden intentions or actions towards you. Don't forget to say happy birthday to Virgo if you want a personal reading. Let's see. All right, let's see, Gemini. Let's see how they're feeling about you right now, and then any intentions or actions for you in September. All right, you got the King of Swords showing up for you, Gemini. All right, so I like that energy as the overall energy because it's like, let's sit with this and let's talk facts here. Let's talk the truth here. All right, for overall energy. So knowing the truth, trusting yourself, you know, and your person, the same thing. All right, so feelings, we have the Knight of Pentacles. All right, they're very cautious. Ooh, Four of Pentacles. A little bit of a challenge here. And the King of Cups. All right. So this person very drawn to you. There's a magnetic pull. They can't keep their eye off you. All right. You know, there's even almost a little bit of gripping, holding on, and possessiveness here that I see. It's like, I really got my eye on you. There's something about you. I'm very attracted to you, right? And I do think there's something about you that challenges this person. All right. So it's like maybe you get a lot of attention from other people. Maybe you're very, you know, the feelings you've given this person, you've got them kind of triggered, you know, it's like, you know, I pull back because, you know, what if, you know, there's something about Gemini. So I'm very cautious and overanalyzing the situation. So remember, like right now, the energy is really being overly focused on every little detail. So this person's studying you and definitely wanting to feel more secure in the situation, but I get the feeling like they're not feeling secure in the situation. It feels as though I'm looking at you serious. I want to make this happen, but you're the King of Cups. All right. So I don't know if you're just, you know, you attract a lot of people in. This person thinks that you can maybe get better, or, you know, maybe you're just a romantic, and then this person gonna fall for you, and then next thing you know, you're out the door. Who knows, right? So let's see any hidden intentions. All right, we have a Six of Wands. All right, so this feels like a conquest, right? Is that what it's called? A quest, conquest, a mission? So, you know, it looks like September could be a challenge with you and this person. You challenge this person. Now, they may be being strategic, moving slowly, kind of building the, you know, the blocks, you know, building the road, you know, testing the waters. But they're waiting for a clean break here. So I don't know if this person, you know, is just, you know, wanting to kind of tease in a way, or wanting to just check the waters with you a little bit longer before they dive in. You know, you're somebody that maybe understands them emotionally, and they're not used to that. You get them to open up a little bit more than they're used to, and they're drawn to you with that. The more you get them to open up, the more they're stuck on you. This is a Knight of Pentacles. This is somebody who's going to put the work in. This is maybe slowly right now, but I feel like September could be a back and forth kind of, you make the move, they make the move. It's going to be like, I'm definitely on a mission to find some sort of win here. I want to get to the finish line with you. So Ace of Swords could be really communicating emotionally in September. And this person, you know, this breakthrough here where, you know, you may even enter into a relationship, change, you know, change the situation around, getting more serious about you, getting more serious about building something with you, opening up. And I got the Hermit card here too. It's like this could be taking a different road. All right. You're somebody who's different for this person. You know, this is new to them, new experiences. You're pulling somebody out of their cave. They may have been single for a long time or just felt alone. And there's something about, look at your energy. It's just so different from the rest of the cards. You know, there's something about your warmth, your softness, the way you make them feel is the most important thing, that they are definitely chasing or will be chasing after you. All right. So what you don't know is that they have more expectations of this relationship than maybe you think. All right. They see this going somewhere. They see this taking off, you know, them enjoying some time with you. And you're definitely somebody that they feel like a challenge, like I said, but, you know, it's a victory to win you over in September. All right. So the outcome potentially, you know, and I got the Two of Pentacles, the Death card, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Pentacles. You know, it feels like you are changing status in a relationship in September, right? It looks like it could go back and forth a little bit, you know, with that Two of Pentacles. We got to make some adjustments. But somebody here is putting an end to the silence. Somebody here is changing the road, changing the direction of this relationship. And the Ten of Cups, developing a stronger relationship with this person, actually knowing and just taking one step at a time, knowing where this relationship is going, and it's starting to become more stable. You know, somebody letting loose a little bit. All right. So again, Geminis, you might be in a serious relationship in September. All right, let's see what the Oracle says, and then I'll look at Aries through Pisces. All right. So somebody's definitely protecting their heart right now, right? Finding the strength to move forward. I see soul calling, judgment energy, and sacred journey, making the decision to go on this path, go on this road with you, take that next step. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces. All right. Aries through Pisces. Get the Temperance card. So Aries here is looking cool, calm, confident, and ready to make their move, all right? I'm attracted to you, Gemini. You know, there's this magnetic pull towards you, so stepping up their game. Taurus may feel like they're on guard with you, you know. There's always pushback. There's always tension, or maybe even losing your shit. and they just don't know when. They're kind of on eggshells here. So there could be a block here with a Taurus, and it could be Taurus, you know, doing it to you, but it looks like a block. Now, Gemini, we got the Eight of Cups, and it looks like you're on your own little journey here. You're kind of doing your thing. Now, I feel like you're doing your thing and you're ready to move forward, and this is when you're going to least expect it. Something's going to turn around when you're just kind of doing your own thing, minding your own business, right? But you could be walking away from another Gemini. Another Gemini feels like you guys need to go your own way. Cancer is feeling, you know, bad, or they just feel upset, or you, whenever they see you, you make them feel upset about what's happened, and they just don't think that you guys are going to get over something that happened in the past. Leo, the Emperor card, you know, they're in charge. They're like, hey, you know, your boss too. This looks good. Let's take the next step. So you and Leo could be forming a relationship. Virgo, the Magician, we can make this work. We both are very interested in seeing the same results, right? So you and Virgo looking good. Libra, Knight of Swords, Libra coming in, like we got to discuss something. I got to get this off my chest. They may feel though that you guys throw a lot of judgments towards one another, and that you are always one-upping, or you're always, you know, making decisions or making assumptions that aren't true. So Libra here can get confused, but it looks like they want to come in and clear something up. Scorpio, 10 of Wands, feeling really a lot of pressure, feeling heavy, feeling like it's not it's just this too much. It's not, you guys are carrying too much burdens here in this relationship, and they've got to let something go. They got to, you know, it's too much. That's it. Sagittarius, same thing. Sag is like, there's just so much drama between the two of us. And, you know, something's causing a breakup, or something that's going on between you and a Sag, very unstable, or it's creating instability in your own lives, right? The connection, but they feel like there's a lot of drama between the two of you. Capricorn is dreaming of you. You got them thinking like, wow, the possibilities of where this can go. All right, fantasizing about a connection. Aquarius thinking you guys can figure it out. They think that you guys, no matter what happens, you can figure out a way. They still see possibility of the future with you. And Pisces, Six of Pentacles. Pisces is like, I care about you. Maybe we're better off as friends. All right. Let's see. Cancer. $43. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer. Don't forget to say happy birthday to Virgo if you want to win a personal reading. Virgo. All right, Cancer. Cancer. All right, Six of Pentacles at the bottom. So let's see their feelings. Nine of Cups. Oh, the Hanged Man. You know, they got more feelings for you than they're letting on. Right, they're holding back definitely, but I'm stuck on you, Cancer. I mean, there's something about this connection. Let's see, Two of Pentacles. You got somebody, you know, all up in their head too, going back and forth. You know, there's a part of them too, wondering where this is going, and you know, they keep going back and forth. You know, if there's silence between the two of you, or if there's a little bit of space being taken between the two of you, they're thinking, I'm not sure if I made the right decision. Maybe you're pulling your energy away and they're not liking it. It's a little different when Cancer is clinging on, right? It's a little different when you're in love and you're, you fall for somebody and you're suffocating them and they try to push you away, but that love is addicting and you pull it away and then somebody here is like, where'd it go? So you've got somebody here that's constantly contemplating, I don't know what I did. Maybe I made some mistakes here. At what cost? At what cost here? Did I choose somebody else? Did I not make the right decision in the past? Was I being narrow-minded? Was I only thinking about myself, my own desires? And I really didn't plan for this. I did not plan for my feelings. We're looking at like right now, they didn't plan for their feelings to be like this. Do I break the silence? Do we move forward? Like for some of you, it could just be somebody's afraid to open up and be honest about their feelings towards you because they're not sure your reaction. Once the chase is over, it's no fun. Actions or intentions. This person's more emotional than you realize. You may start to see this surface. You may start to see this show up in September. It's going to weigh on them. They're steaming. They're intense. Their emotions are intense. They're not very happy with, they're not being real with you. So we are seeing, some justice here, some truth here, some honesty here coming through. Somebody may be stepping up. We get the 7 of Wands to face this challenge, to face this. So you may start to see signs of somebody here admitting their emotions to you and how stressed out they've been. And if you've pulled your energy away from somebody, or you're just holding back because you don't know what to do, you're kind of up in the air about what it is you really want, it's really stressing this person out. They may have been expecting you to make all the moves. They may have gotten used to you always coming back, or attempting to make plans, and they took that for granted. You might have been somebody that was just always there when things were getting tough, but now it looks like it's in September, it may really start to weigh on this person. If they've created any kind of injustice to you in the past, it looks like they're getting ready to fess up, right? Or show face. I don't know how you say that. 7 of Wands, defending themselves, speaking their truth. It's going to be challenging for me to do this, but I can't carry this burden anymore. I was dishonest. Somebody was very dishonest with you. I can't carry this burden anymore. All right, so a possible outcome. Look at the Strength card in September, the Judgment. And we got the King of Cups, Cancer. Your energy looking good, feeling good. I mean, Cancer, if there's a moment of judgment, moment of truth, moment of confidence and strength, you're going to feel it in September. It feels like, somebody feels this nurturing from you, feels this connection with you, and you guys may be different. And, it's harder for one person to be vulnerable, and whereas for you, you're okay with being vulnerable, maybe in this sense, in this case. But there's something about you that's going to heal them, heal this person in September, you know, and you're going to heal yourself, because I'm seeing here the Judgment, the King of Cups. You've made all the right decisions. You've done what you need to do or what you can do. Even if this is a newer relationship, you know, it seems as though you're just doing what's right, what feels right. And you're not playing any games. So you're getting this justice coming in, and the Judgment, some, you know, big time truth and a decision that could change the course of your life, this relationship, this person's life. A lot of healing energy, and this person very drawn to you. You know, let's mend this bond. Can we talk? You might be talking about, you know, when you first met, or, you know, how you guys judge the situation. There could have been something you guys didn't even discuss. There was something that made this person upset or you upset that you guys don't even know what it is. And you guys may find yourself talking about that, revisiting, reviewing all the choices that we've made. But I do see a confession. I've made the wrong choice in the past. All right, Cancer. You have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you have Leo here, and you have a Libra here showing up in your reading. But you know it can be any sign. Gratitude, the sacred is everywhere. And as I'm seeing, somebody very grateful for you. Somebody showing their gratitude towards you in September. Somebody really feeling lucky to have you in their life. Soul agreement, soul plan. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces. All right, Cancer, Aries. All right, so Aries showing up. Be careful with your Aries, right? They're not being honest. They're kind of tiptoeing around things. You may get conversation. You may get some truths being revealed in September. But I am seeing here, you know, the Seven of Swords. So you're just going to have to pay close attention to your Aries. There's some trust issues here. Taurus, the Death card. Things might change. Things might be finally running its course. You may finally just be like, this is over in September. Gemini, it looks like silence here. Maybe a little bit of a break is doing the body good. But there is a reset. This is just a temporary. If you guys are dealing with some sort of separation, a little bit of a separation is going to help heal this connection. Cancer, you got the Chariot card. All right, this has been shown up a couple times this week for me. All right, you're headed right where you're meant to go. The movement's going to pick up in September. Victory is yours in September. The pace just growing, you know, in your life in September. You and Cancer seem to be headed towards one another, a return. Leo, I see possible reconciliation with the Leo. They got much love for you. And we have Virgo, King of Pentacles. Virgo's like, hell yeah, you know, they still want to be in your life. They're still attracted to you or see a future with you. Libra has some doubts, all right? So there's definitely some projection and possibly some negative energy around you and a Libra. You know, maybe they will confess, but there seems to be some doubts about the situation. Scorpio is like, hell yeah, let's go, let's do this, all right, let's have some fun. And Sagittarius, the Hierophant, you might be taking things to the next step with a Sagittarius. Capricorn, wanting to invest in this connection. It looks like you guys could find time to connect. Maybe this could turn into a long-term relationship. Aquarius, Knight of Cups. We're seeing some love coming in with Aquarius. and Pisces, King of Wands. So Pisces also stepping up, opening up their hearts, very much drawn to this connection. All right, guys. All right. Let's see. Give me one second. All right. Let's see. Leo. 55, 55. So Leo's got some good numbers here. All right. Let's see. Leo, Leo, Leo. All right, let's see. So looking at September, Leo, we're looking at your person's feelings right now and any intentions to take action towards you in September. All right. You have the Four of Wands. All right, let's see. 10 of Wands. All right. Your feelings. Ace of Wands. Something's got to give. And the Four of Cups. All right. Someone's feeling like you're not interested in them anymore. That you're giving up on them. All right. You know, so I don't know what's going on. They may feel like things have gotten heated. They didn't want things to go this far with you. But there's like this sense of, I can't take this anymore. You know, you may have withdrawn your energy a little bit. This person may have ignored you in the past or refused any offer. And maybe they are now feeling the weight of that. All right. So it's pretty heavy, intense energy on this person. You know, you both might feel like the passion, you know, it's not as fun as it was before. It's just getting heavy, this relationship. What you don't see, man, this person has, you know, they might be hiding it, guys, but this person here is like, finds you so incredibly attractive, and they still want to see things improve between the two of you. Right? I want to see things grow between the two of us. You know, there may have been some really good times between the two of you, very passionate. And some things happened that died, you know, it died out. Looks like they might be getting themselves together, trying to fix themselves up, trying to impress you. I've got the Knight of Swords, you know, so it feels like this person really wants to, right now I feel like they're protecting their energy. They feel they're confused about what to do. They may have said something that they wish they didn't say. Or you both assume something and you both may have gone at it and you both may have had an argument, caused a lot of stress here between the two of you. You know, you guys could have been very similar, you know, but also assuming the wrong thing about each other, you know, just making assumptions and constantly, you know, one-upping each other, or there was an argument here, you know, that I'm seeing here. They might be coming towards you with an argument. They may want to clear something up. Why they pulled away, or why they are acting like they're not interested. They might even be acting like they don't care, Leo, but this person cares about you. You know, they may have felt like it was too much of a burden. It was too heavy, the relationship. You know, things are just, you know, they're carrying this, and they want it to change. And I got the Four of Swords. It's like somebody I'm hurting and I'm trying to heal. I'm hurting and I'm trying to heal. Right? You may start to see this person pick up communication with you, more direct communication. They could have been indirect in the past. This person may have been trying to go about things in a different way. You know, could have been even tiptoeing around you, you know, trying to, and just wasn't always honest with you. But it seems like there was some heavy energy here, and they need to get something off their back. There could be some on again, off again communication in September about this. You may be able to salvage something in this relationship, but it does look like, you know, there's somebody acting like they don't care. Maybe you're acting like you don't care. All right, the outcome or actions. We got Five of Swords, Page of Swords, and we have Judgment. All right, so there could be, what I'm seeing here, Leo, back and forth communication where it seems like some might be argumentative. You know, we can try and talk things out. There could be some bickering. The Five of Swords, there's, you know, disappointment or things being said, being triggered in relationship, you know, being triggered in arguments. And the Judgment, I'm just seeing you guys are judging each other the wrong way. There's a lot of misjudgment. So there could be some back and forth going on here with you and this person. And it's about what you guys are thinking about the other. And we're staying stuck here in this repetitive cycle. Now, the Judgment card says there's an opportunity here for you guys to step up and do things differently through communication. But I do see that it's easy for the two of you to trigger each other into this conversation, into this deception, into this argument, or some deception keeps coming up, right? There's some trust issues here. But it's a shame because this person is like, there's a sense of unconditional love. You read me wrong. You read me wrong. And it could be because of assumptions, and this person felt or feels like, I can't handle this anymore. And so it looks like somebody may have lost their shit. And September could be a makeup, breakup type of month, or just a constant back and forth conversation trying to figure out where this relationship stands. The Judgment is showing me possible, we have an opportunity here to turn things around in this relationship. I have fire energy. I have Taurus, Libra, but it can be any sign, Leo. Your person just may feel really intimidated by the energy right now between the two of you and really feels it's intense and doesn't know what to do. There could be an ego battle here, right? And they may be acting more confident and maybe kind of leaning back, like I said, and acting like they don't care. But look for signs. Look for signs here. All right. Remember why you came. Be bold and legacy. And the seeds have been planted here. So there's still growth here and growth to be had in this relationship through conversation. But I do see the main issue here is the Knight of Swords, which can be flying off the handle, arguing because of assumptions and not getting the facts. All right. All right, Aries through Pisces for Leo. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. All right, Aries. All right, so it looks like you and Aries have some fire or some talking to do. You know, they may feel it. They're very interested in you, want to ask some questions. There could be, you know, just responding too quickly to one another. We need to slow down here and breathe before we respond. Taurus, you know, there's some ups and downs with a Taurus, but this is kind of right in the course of life. Things are changing constantly between the two of you, and try not to get stuck on a certain situation the way it is. This does show me there is potential here for you and Taurus to work things out, but I am seeing that the wheel's spinning and you just got to keep up with it, and moods change. Gemini, we see victory with you in Gemini, right? So you guys are on a mission. You guys both really want each other's attention, and you want to see yourselves pull through this. Cancer wants to make amends, Six of Pentacles. It looks like wants to give to this connection, maybe realizing or feeling like you've stopped giving to this connection, and so now they're going to give more. Leo, the Tower card. So there's a Tower coming in, especially you and another Leo. There's some truth being shown. There's some movement. There's a lot of movement, and this is where God has spoken. You know, something has to give here in a relationship. My 10 of Wands and Tower is the same, and it's like somebody really wants to clear the air, and there's a lot of drama going on here, but this is what is necessary in order to rebuild this relationship. Virgo, the Devil card. So there's some heat with the Virgo as well too. All right, you guys are both kind of getting triggered by one another, and they may feel like you guys are both kind of can't seem to, you know, get off a situation. You're stuck on something, right? And there could have been some cheating that happened here, and there's some trust issues. Libra, the Fool card. So Libra is like, let's just take a leap of faith. Let's go for this. All right. I still want to see where this takes us. Scorpio, King of Cups. Scorpio focusing on themselves. You know, they got a lot of love for you, feelings for you, and they may, you know, express their feelings towards you. But it does look like a Scorpio with this showing up in Scorpio's position that they're kind of just working on their own healing. Sagittarius, thinking about reaching out and wanting to make plans with you. It's like, we've come this far. You know, things are still moving between the two of us. Let's work things out. Let's figure it out. Capricorn, the Knight of Swords. So it could be you and a Capricorn. There's lots of movement happening with you and Capricorn. Seems like the direction can be all over the place. 1 minute it's going this way, and they might even be feeling that way about you. Like you're all over you're sporadic. Like 1 minute you're here, the next minute you're, you know, maybe not trusting them. So there is a lot going on between you and a Capricorn here. Aquarius, the World card. You guys may finally find some sort of closure and decide to move forward. And this could be with one another, right? Things are finally calming down. And Pisces, the Strength card, right? So it looks like a Pisces holding back more than they have been saying to you, but it looks like getting the confidence to speak up and mend this bond. Let's make amends. All right. All right, guys, make sure to like, hit that subscribe, and share this video. Go round up some people, right? Support your girl. Let's see. We have Virgo's birthday. I did announce the winner. Let's just do it real quick again. It was Camtastrophe for Happy Birthday Leo, but now it's Happy Birthday Virgo. And if you want to win a personal reading, just say Happy Birthday Virgo under the video, and make sure to hit that like. And if you're subscribed, you have a chance to win, because that's how I calculate, by the comments, how many comments you put. All right, so let's see. Virgo. All right, Virgo. All right. Oh, you got the Tower card. This baby's been coming through a little bit. Hi. Let's see their feelings. The Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. And the Sun card. All right. So you got somebody here that's drawn to you, you know, but you confuse them. You know, it's like, I want to talk. I want to talk things out. You know, I'm torn though. My heart wants to, feel you or talk to you or see where things go with you. You know, it could be a Leo. You get the Sun energy here. It's like, my heart's definitely invested in this, but, for some reason I keep talking myself out of it. I just not quite sure if you really love me. You're confusing me. 1 minute you're in your head and you're maybe questioning me or analyzing everything that's going on and maybe focusing on, the negative about the situation, or you're doubting the situation, or I feel like you are. And then the next minute you're showing a lot of love and you're happy. So, maybe they feel like you're a little moody. You're a little bit uncertain for yourself. 1 minute you're feeling pulled to this person, the next minute you're not, and they're feeling it. That's what they're thinking. My thoughts are, I really care about you, Virgo. This person really cares. It's like, do I test it? Do I test the waters again? I just see a lot of water here. Do I dabble? I'm just torn. Are we able to clear something up? They're hidden intentions, what you don't know, what you don't think. Look at this, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Cups. It's like, man, I really want to be together with you. I really thought about being together with you. The World card, you mean the world to this person. I saw things going places. I saw us going places. I felt good. You know, I might be torn between family and you. I may have family responsibilities, a lot on my plate. I feel, you know, this person does want you a part of their world, though. But their world, and I also feel like this person doesn't like to be without you because they're not as happy without you in their world. They could be at a distance now. It could be somebody that's moved or lives a little bit of a distance now, or they just distance themselves. You know, they really feel torn. They're like, life isn't as good without you around me. They're missing your presence, your aura, the way you make them feel. You got somebody who's very blue, very sad, constantly thinking and also trying to not think at the same time. You know, how can I get, you know, Virgo off my head? It's like the harder they try to get you off their head, the more maybe they see signs of you. They see you talking or online, or they've spied, or but you keep it together. They feel like, you know, maybe they feel like you just are hot and cold too. That's been coming through a lot today. They don't really know what you're going to do, what you're going to do next. You know, sometimes they feel like you're not happy with them and you act like you're not happy with them. And then there were times when you're super happy and they just don't know what they're going to get. But what I do see, you know, their hidden intentions is to be together, to get together, to try and connect again, try and talk, at least a minimal talk, you know, and it's like, maybe it is over. Maybe you don't want to be a part of my world, you know, but I still see the potential possibility here. At least let's talk about it. All right. So advice for outcome. We got the Hierophant, we got the Fool card, and you got the Nine of Wands. All right. So this person, Virgo, you know, I can see you. I feel like, you know, this person may have stressed you out and you know, they may not have realized how stressed that they were making you, right? And maybe they were misinterpreting your intentions, you know, and it's like, but I do see that you are stressed here, and you may have read them wrong or confuse them with your own stress, right? Or worry about the situation. They just may feel like you were hypervigilant over stuff and constantly worried about the next step or the next thing, you know. And it's like, rather than the Fool card, you know, let's just move forward and let's just see where it goes. Let's kind of, but I think you're afraid of commitment, and you may not realize it. You're showing up here as being one that's kind of afraid of commitment. You know, and you may have given off that impression without realizing it. Or this person, you were afraid this person wouldn't commit to you, so you flared up or lost your shit and pushed this person away before they could push you away. You know, but the Hierophant here is saying there's a chance here for this relationship, you know, to turn into something, you know, to level up if we don't push it away. It's like causing little fires here and there to test. So your person may feel like you were causing fires to test them, you know, causing arguments or saying things. But to me, it feels like you just were worried, or it's the way you are. You were just hypervigilant. But it's your person's like, you got to trust me. There has to be trust there, or I'm constantly getting different reads from you. I'm constantly going back and forth, confused, you know. So they're planning, it feels like, to test the waters, maybe with small gestures, maybe with small communication, you know, maybe saying, hey, and, you know, or just popping in every now and then to see what you're up to. And it could even be meeting you somewhere or running into you where you're at locally, even church maybe, right? And it does feel like, you know, they're fearful. It's like, I want to take this leap of faith, but are we able to, or are you giving up on this connection, you know? Because it feels like the Nine of Wands, like you're almost ready to give up on this connection, because I think what's happening here, Frankie using her big brain, is that it's two different types of people, and you know, you got challenges. You and this person have challenges, and you test each other. But who hasn't gone through, you know, some fires here? And you know, maybe we're just having a hard time trusting, right? What's meant for you will show up for you in September. Your birthday is showing up on the table. The Sun card. You know, this is also your vibe changing. You might have a totally different outlook in September with it being your season. And I see, you know, your person, if there was some sort of consequence and they needed to learn some sort of lesson, or they needed to figure something out, it looks as though they are. This is them leveling up in their own growth, you know, trying to figure out their part in it. And I see possible fresh energy or fresh start here with the Fool card. All right, let's see. I think, you know, even for advice too, I think you are being asked to stay a little bit more grounded. You could be letting fatigue get to you. I think you're going to see their effort. You're going to see them. They're going to try and be truthful, honest. Well, try, right? It looks like they're taking steps to be honest and truthful with you, especially with the Hierophant here. This is somebody who has a conscience. You know, I have Aries, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and very strong Leo. Quiet external noise, the temple, the wisdom within. So if you're going through some sort of silence, this is like the Four Swords here. It feels like meditating, somebody really contemplating in their mind, really relaxing, resting. So a little bit of space here is bringing clarity between you and another person. But September, it looks like things are about to, you know, somebody's going to test the waters. All right, Virgo, let's go Aries to Pisces. My son is going to Japan. It's final. It's definitely concluded. He's a Virgo. He is definitely going to Japan. It's exciting. It's such different. So different. All right, Aries through Pisces. Oops. Cards are flying. You just had that Six of Wands again. Well, I don't think you got the Six of Wands, but you got the Six of Wands. All right, Wheel of Fortune. All right, so the wheel is rolling and flux. You know, things are going to be shaking, shifting, rolling, moving. You got to follow the flow of the energy, right? Don't get stuck in negative energy and assume that that is what's going to happen in this connection. Aries wants to talk truth. Let's talk things out. So communication could build, start improving between you and an Aries. You and a Taurus, we got Five of Swords. There's disagreements. This could be the time where there's some change, though. You may be confronting the same issue, but how we approach it is going to make or break this relationship. Gemini coming in, but also, you know, there's chance for arguments. There's defensive energy. But it looks like I am seeing movement, communication. Let's talk about things. Cancer for Pentacles. So Cancer kind of, you know, testing the waters here is what I see with a Cancer. All right, they wanna connect. They're still holding on to you. Leo, Knight of Pentacles, same thing, being kind of cautious, you know, testing and texting maybe, you know, say, hey, what's up? Virgo, you're kind of keeping it cool too, right? So you got the Temperance cards. This is also about you just kind of keeping it cool and rolling with it, and seeing how things play out. You and another Virgo kind of taking it one day at a time. Libra, the Sun card for Libra. So it looks like the Libra's the big win. Sun's about to shine between the two of you. Some playfulness, some truth coming in, and some growth. Scorpio, 10 of Pentacles, wanting to invest a little, you know, more into this relationship. Take it serious. Sagittarius, same thing. Sag is like, all right, we got to make plans. We got to keep going with this. Capricorn, maybe feeling it's heavy. It's time. You know, this is just too much. You know, I've been carrying something for so long, and like I need to get it off my chest. But it looks like, you know, we gotta call it quits. Aquarius, same thing. Aquarius looks like, you know, we already saw this coming, so we really got to go our own ways right now. And Pisces, you're seeing Pisces on the fence, ready. They've been wanting to reach out to you. All right, let me take a quick intermission, and I will be right back. All right, I am back. Libra. All right, Libra, let's see their feelings right now and any hidden intentions for September. All right, you got the Star card, Libra, showing up for you. You're definitely they're feeling pulled towards you. The Three of Swords. All right. So they're definitely feeling pulled to you, but also maybe feeling a little bit guilty about something. They feel like they hurt you. Or they don't want to hurt you. They didn't want to hurt you. Looks like they are coming in. They want to do more. The Four of Wands. They want to make you happy. But sometimes they feel they can't make you happy. And they, you know, it makes them feel guilty that they can't do more or want to do more. You know, it's not their intention to hurt you. That's for sure. The Lover's card. So they're hidden in what you don't know is that this person really is in love with you. They don't always show you. They may feel like, you know, I just feel like they know that it hurts you. And sometimes you may have gotten really upset or angry with this person, and they know why, and they understand. And then sometimes they're like, but you're so strong for, for what you've been through or what I've put you through or what you're going through. Like you may be going through something, this person sees it and they're like, I don't want to add to this. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to make you feel bad. I don't want to lose you. So you may start to feel this person open up more and talk more, communicate more with you, trying to balance things with you, even if you can't see it yet, even if you're having a hard time seeing it. If you get angry with this person or lose your shit with this person knows that you have the right to. They feel a strong connection with you. And like I said, the guilt, the sorrow about making you unhappy or separating, if there's been separation or there's, separation anxiety that happens here. It's like, I think about you when we're not together. I'm always thinking about you when we're not together. Sometimes I can't even control myself. I need to see you. I want to see you. And your person may be very confident and a hard nut to crack at times, They might be very strong-willed but there's something about you and this connection and the way you feel to this person. So signs in communication and the way they talk to you and making plans, and you may start to see a lot of this come to light. The way they're talking to you, you may notice a twist, or a change in their tone. They may make more plans with you. You guys may take it to the next step. You guys may actually, there could be a love affair that's happening here, and in the past they may have separated or felt guilty, and sad about that. And maybe even feeling guilty about not doing more to reassure you that they loved you or care about you. But I see somebody opening up that doorway. Let's see, advice or outcome in September. We have Queen of Wands. Somebody finds you very attractive, very, very drawn to you, magnetic. The Ten of Cups. And I have the Four Pentacles. You're going to see By the end of September, you're going to see how much love this person has for you, how attractive they are to you. You're going to see signs of more togetherness, more growth. This person's going to make an effort to make you feel more emotionally stable and secure, more grounded, put more work into this. You're going to see that this person really cares about you and really cares about this relationship. You know, there's a lot of pride, but your person's very sensitive too. And maybe in the past, they just were insensitive, didn't pick up what you were putting down, didn't know what to do. And now is carrying the guilt, but looks like they're going to come forth full send and build in more stability with you. All right, so that's pretty lovely. Aries, Leo, Sag is what I'm getting. Strong Leo energy. You know, expect more confessions, more offers, more time spent asking you questions, talking to you about your needs, talking to you about what's going on with you. Alignment, it's coming together, precision, right? So, you know, your person is just starting to see the light, starting to see, you know, some tweaks that need to be made. And, you know, they're choosing love. The love between the two of you is real, is strong. You both are very passionate about one another. You know, they're manifesting this and they've got you on their mind. You know, they desire this connection with you. All right. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces. Aries has got their eye on you, all right? They're being silent right now, but they're being pulled to say the right thing. I'm going to break silence with you, Libra. All right, I'm still drawn to you. Same thing with the Taurus, right? You know, it's like, you know, I just can't move on yet. We gotta talk about this. We gotta figure out where, if there's anything left or if there's something here. We gotta figure this out. We gotta move forward. All right, Gemini. All right, Gemini's got some love for you. Gemini's over here, you know, opening up, expressing their feelings. Expect signs of that, you know, telling you their deeper feelings. We have Cancer being real with you. Cancer knows. Cancer's like, you know, finally going, all right, I got to follow my intuition. I just know what's right. I know what I need to do. Facts are facts. Leo is calling you up, making plans, all right, putting more effort into this. Virgo is the Sun card. Virgo finds, you know, has a lot of fun when they're with you and feels happy when you're happy. All right. So it looks like you and Virgo, you know, growing this romance. Libra, we have the 8 of Cups. I mean, maybe you feel like somebody's pulling away from you, or you feel like it's time to walk away from another Libra. Right? Maybe it is a temporary, maybe you've done all you can when it comes to a situation, and maybe you are thinking about, you know, going off on your own for a little bit, especially with another Libra. Scorpio, you and Scorpio have a very strong bond, right? Scorpio keeping it together. It looks like you guys are still keeping the relationship together. Sagittarius, missing you, still kind of pondering over what happened. There is some guilt here. So you may be dealing with on again, off again with, you know, Sagittarius. They may feel like they can't make you happy. I mean, Sagittarius, yeah. Capricorn is the devil. Capricorn over here is really triggered, right? Things coming up, things coming to surface between you and a Capricorn. You know, it's showing up because you guys need to deal with it, right? So there could be some heavier energy here. Aquarius, the star card, right? So Aquarius is ready to go when you are, right? It seems like you guys are being divinely guided towards each other in September. And Pisces, the moon card, right? So things are still changing between you and a Pisces, right? You know, we do see you winning some prize here in September. You get into that finish line in September. You know, Pisces may be kind of up in the air, not quite sure, you know, where things are going, but they still feel for you. All right, Scorpio. All right. One 41. All right, Scorpio. Let's see. All right. Scorpio. 5 of Wands. Ooh, some conflict. Let's see. You got somebody stressing. All right, somebody's not moving on. They don't want you to know how they are feeling. Somebody's on a mission here with you. Somebody's stressed out with you. Somebody's stuck on you, and I don't know if you're trying to move on. You guys can't seem to communicate. There's competition or competition around you. I mean, I want to have a conversation with you. But can we have a conversation without fighting? Can we have a conversation without tension? It looks like you could be up against somebody here that triggers you to see if you still care. You know, you may feel the tension with this person a lot because there's love there, there's feelings there. All right, there's feelings there, but it's really hard for this person to express themselves without you know, a little bit of anger, frustration. So it's hard to fix this. It's hard to fix. You guys are at a crossroads, but it's like we're stuck. We're not moving forward, you know, but yet, you know, there's just a lot of tension between you and this person. Okay, so what they want, what they're not telling you. Oh, this person not moving on. Look at the 6 of Cups. Somebody here really wants to be together with you, and there could be some back and forth fighting, tension, drama between you and this person. But this person's really obsessed with you. This person's got you on their minds, but they have a funny way of showing it. And there is a constant power struggle between you and this person. It's like, I don't know if you get mad easy at this person, or there's just, you guys trigger each other. You guys keep going back and forth. You maybe lose your shit, or they lose their shit, you know, but it's like, there's something about you that feels familiar to this person. And it's like you guys both, it's a soulmate connection, but you guys definitely really, really trigger each other. You know, this is an on again, off again. This person pisses you off. This person can be very dramatic, and they may feel the same way about you. There's an intensity, there's a strong sexual connection, there's a strong desire, but there definitely is some anger, some temper. But when the going's good, the two of you got it going on. It's really good when it's good with the two of you. There's intensity between the two of you. So I feel like in September, expect intensity. You know, somebody acting like they don't care, but they are stressing out over you. We got the Lovers card here. All right. You trigger a lot of doubt in this person. This person's acting calm. You got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You got a person here that's acting, you know, serious, you know, disciplined. They act like they're not worried. They act like they don't care. And you've got this person in their head over time. September is going to be a month like that. You know, they're not going to be able to stay quiet much longer. And it looks like, you know, I'm going to try and ignore this. I'm going to try and ignore you. If conversation starts and then stops with the two of you, it looks like it takes more work to hold back than it does to reach out. So expect, you know, some on again, off again stuff in September. Expect somebody to finally release, you know, and say what's on their mind. And maybe that's you, you know, this could be you finally losing your shit and saying what's on your mind. But somebody here is very, very intense, and very serious about you. This is a very passionate, one of those very intense relationships that you guys, your person doesn't tell you everything that's really on their mind. And they may do it to hold back, thinking that it bothers you. But I don't know if you're acting like you don't care. I don't know if you have gotten over it. If you finally burnt out, you know, if you got sick of it, you're like, all right, we're going to keep going back and forth here. How many times are we going to fix this? How many times am I going to hear this? I don't know if you're kind of protecting yourself from this energy. But the Lovers card, the Moon card, and this, you know, 2 of Cups and 6 of Cups, you guys share some sort of history, or share some sort of bond that that can be very, very intense for both of you. I got this person stressed out, I guess. Is that what you're saying? I guess I do. There's somebody all pissed off and stressed out. Look at that. Look at the cards though. You know, so expect expect an intense September. Somebody's not going to be able to stay quiet much longer. You have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn showing up for major signs. You have Gemini showing up here for major signs. But somebody is not moving on gracefully from you. Somebody here is if you're acting like you're moving on, it's really stressing them out. So let's see. Hidden treasure. You're on the right track, Scorpio. So whatever is going on here, a gift will be revealed. All right. So you're on the right track. And I do see returning, a spiraling. All right. So somebody's spiraling out of control and somebody's spiraling back around. But there is growth, renewal, and healed coming in for you. All right. Aries through Pisces. So let's see who's going to be spiraling around. All right, who's coming spiraling around towards you? All right, Aries, the Chariot. So you got an Aries returning. All right, things could look good though between you and an Aries. We have Taurus kind of on again, off again, maybe taking a break, trying to relax, trying to reset, regroup. They don't want to see you guys separate. Gemini, Knight of Wands, right? So Gemini coming in fast and furious, right? It's intense with you and a Gemini. Cancer, same thing. This could be shocking. All right. So there is a revelation here with the Cancer. Tower could be makeup, breakup, you know, could be unstable. Leo holding on. All right. So they're very possessive here. So it looks like you and Leo still got something to work on. Virgo, the World card. All right. So finally getting some closure and movement with a Virgo. Libra coming in to speak their truth. All right. So we got some. Be careful of arguments, defensiveness. Scorpio, Six of Swords. You're just cruising along. It looks like you're just trying to find your way through the mess. It looks like you're just trying to find your way out. All right. You want to move on, and it looks like you and another Scorpio packing your bags and moving on together. Maybe all the Scorpios are jumping on a ship and saying, let's get the hell out of here. Can't deal with this shit. All right. You know, some people. All right, Sagittarius, Ace of Pentacles. So you and Sag could be making a serious move towards commitment. Capricorn is definitely waiting to reach out, but they're on the fence. They are feeling pulled towards you. Aquarius is stressing out, losing their mind. All right, they're not going to be able to stay quiet for long. And Pisces speaking their truth too. All right, we got to get to the facts. We got to get to the business of this. We got to get to the meat of the problem. We got to talk. So you and Pisces talking it out. All right, Sagittarius. Scorpio was an intense one. Look, guys, my life is boring, you know. Nobody that interested in me. Maybe I need some excitement. Sagittarius, 150. Four. All right, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius. So let's look at your person's feelings right now and any hidden intentions, what you don't see in September. All right, you got the Two of Swords. All right, so you definitely, there's a back and forth energy, a confusing energy. They may feel like you're confusing them or they're confused about what to do with you. Knight of Swords. You know, but you are fun. You're somebody they definitely like to talk to. Ace of Swords. All right, so this is definitely somebody that finds you very attractive, very intense, very fun. Things move quick, things happen fast. But I don't know if things happen fast and then they just, that's it. You know, it's short-lived, right? It's exciting. You know, you ride this wave and then it just stops, right? And it's like, we got to get clear here. Somebody really wants to be, you know, wants to be a part of this world with you. Definitely is feeling confused though. It's like, I'm so drawn and pulled to you, Sad. But yet, I don't know if I can trust that this is just going to be short-lived. Is this just another passionate, you know, sexual, intense, go for the ride, have fun, and then, you know, I wake up and there's no breakfast? You know, things get boring, things get tough. Maybe some of us, we argue, we fight, we look for some excitement, or, you know, you take off when things get too boring or intense. You know, it's wild though, but we got to talk. Oh, wrong card. The twos. So what are they not telling you? So in September, look, you got the Temperance card, Sag. Somebody definitely is obsessed with you. You know, the intensity is a wild ride with you as well too. They're addicted to you. There could even be addiction. You know what I mean? Like maybe we make bad choices here, but you know what? They're fun. They're with you. Our bad choices are intense and they're fun, and you know, but this person wants a relationship with you and just feels like that part's not going to happen for some reason. You know, some things, maybe you've said some things, you know, you've gone off the edge a little bit, and you know, you wanted something now, or you wanted something to happen, and you know, you said something, you put this person on guard. This person does feel kind of on guard with you, feels like sometimes they don't know what you're going to say, but they do know. Here's the thing, what you say is your truth. When you're mad or when you're drunk or whatever, you say your truth, and this person knows it, and they might not always like it, but sometimes you may say stuff like you don't care, or like you're done, you're ending it, or things are going really good, and out of nowhere you just stop and go silent, or it goes in a different direction. It takes a 180. This relationship just goes around and around and around, and there's such an obsession here with the two of you. They're nervous about whether or not you will truly, really commit to them. Deep down inside, this person is afraid that you're a player. That you're not being honest about your intentions. That you say one thing and then you act another way, or you do another, you are talking to somebody else, right? Or you're ready to move on, or they're afraid if you get bored with them, you're just going to cut ties. You must cut ties easily with this person. You must, when you get mad or aggravated, just act done. You're ready to move on. All right, I'm over it. But this person here in September, it's still growing between the two of you. They may be trying to, keep things light with you, the Temperance card, kind of trying to keep things mellow with you, but they're burning up. And if there's another relationship, right, that's also showing here. You're there you're the one they want. Now, they may have pulled away a little bit, maybe trying to keep things, like I said, light, kind of tiptoeing in, still wanting things to unfold. But regardless, this is unfolding with you and this person, because this person's not going anywhere. But there needs to be honest communication, because it seems like you both may lie to one another just to protect yourselves. Well, you may be lying just because you can't read this person half the time, but they may be lying just to protect themselves. But I am seeing that there's tempers flaring up and things are said that really hurt this person. I have the Knight of Cups, all right? So this is advice and outcome in September. 4 of Cups, right? Somebody really in the Ace of Cups. So what I'm seeing is somebody keeping it light in September. Somebody has deep love for you, but they act like they pull back, all right? They keep it minimal, or they'll pull away and not act interested. But an Ace of Cups is here. So it looks like this person is going to keep trying to move forward. Keeping it simple, because they're really nervous about where this is going and how much to give, or let you know how much they really love you, because they're not sure, like I said, if it's going to be short-lived, or if this is going to happen again. But they don't want to move on without you. So the Temperance card, things are still unfolding. This looks like a relationship that the two of you are very attached to each other and are not letting go of the story, of the narrative. You have Capricorn, you have another Sag, you have an air sign, and you have a water sign. So, I'll look at Aries and Pisces. Harmony and balance, joy and contentment, and that's what your person wants to find. So it looks like they're going to make the attempt to, like I said, take things a little bit slower and a different route to bring harmony to this connection, to bring more of a balance to this connection. All right, Aries through Pisces. All right, let's see. All right, Aries through Pisces for Sag. All right, so it does look like Aries may pull away, be a little bit distant. you know, in September. There can be some back and forth. There can be, you know, making a decision to finally go our own ways, or they just might be more quiet towards you in September. Taurus, it looks like defending themselves. It looks like Taurus here has got their guards up around you. There could be on again, off again here too with blocks. But also, you know, this is challenging, but I'm up for the challenge. Gemini may be silent, but they're still spying on you. Cancer wants to move forward. They're going to try and chill things out and just see where things go. Leo wants to ground in and make this more stable. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have Virgo. Virgo just knows that they want to be with you. Virgo is wanting to communicate and be honest and talk, right? Libra, the same thing. Libra is like, you know, we got something here. Let's take things serious. Let's talk things out. Scorpio, I see maybe a separation, or you guys are still battling with a separation, disappointment with one another. Sagittarius, we're seeing the 4 of Wands, Sag. So there's somebody that really sees a serious commitment with you and wants to be happy, wants to see you guys either reconnect or connect on a deeper level. Another Sag. Capricorn still kind of struggling with what's happened between the two of you. It looks like each time something happens between the two of you, it makes them feel more negative about the situation. Aquarius has love for you. Aquarius wants to heal this connection, really thinking about their feelings for you. And Pisces wants to reach out and reconnect. All right. All right. Here we go. $206. I think this was the slowest live I've ever seen, you know. I don't know where everybody is. And these are so, I love my readings today. And I'm just like, what's going on? I don't even see some of the normal people here that are here. Where is everybody? I mean, there's people that are always here. Are you guys getting the notifications? I mean, I see more new people here than I do the people that are always here. Let's see. 207. All right. Let's see. All right, Capricorn. Thank you, sunshine. I'm trying not to. This, you know, it happens. It's just, it's never happened this bad, you know, and normally I'm strong about it. Hello, Michelle, new to the channel. Welcome. Take care, Aubrey. You know, it's one of those things that it's easy to get discouraged, but at the same time, you don't have any control over it when you're a creator like this. So you just got to go with the flow. All right, Capricorn. All right, let's see. All right, so let's see. You got the Hanged Man, all right? So somebody feeling your energy pulling away. You know, maybe there's been a long distance relationship, or there's been some sort of, just backing down a little bit, backing out a little bit. We have the Ace of Cups, right? So this is somebody, the Three of Cups, that feels love for you, and the Ten of Cups. You got their heart. You may have more people around you. I have family, friends. You have a lot of things going on. They may feel your energy is pulled to other things. They don't always get your attention. You may have a lot of friends. Could make them jealous. What they're not telling you, though, they really they want this to move forward. Look at this, Knight of Cups. You, out of all people today, have got like so much love here, romantic feelings, and it's like this person wants you to focus on them. They like it when you focus on them. Six of Wands. This person likes it when you give them attention. This person may feel like you're pulled everywhere because, I don't know if you work a lot, you have a lot of friends, a lot of, like I said, a big family, or just a big group of friends, always doing something. You're always socializing. You're always connecting. Maybe you're connecting with somebody here that is a little bit more introverted, a little bit quieter. You definitely are admired by a lot of people, or you just, you're very successful. You're very chatty and very social. And this person, you've got them vulnerable. And they want you to focus on them. They want to start something with you. If this is new, this could be new love, or they want to restart with you. This could be somebody returning. You have Cancer energy. You got a lot of water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They miss attention. They like it when you give them attention. Maybe you make them feel important. Maybe it makes them feel important when you do give them attention. So we see September, the outcome and advice. They may be acting like they're fine, Capricorn, but they're not. They want more. They don't want to be separated from you. It seems like they want, like I said, more you, more Capricorn, more time with you. I've got the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. All right, but they might not be, like I said, they might not be telling you, all right? They may not, because the Three of Swords can say there's been some heartbreak, there's been some disappointment, there's been your person very disappointed, very even maybe disappointed in themselves or just unhappy, but this person wants your attention. So you may get, some playful movement in September. You may actually even start to see them shine a little bit more. They may even step up or try to get your attention, be very creative and playful to get your attention. You bring out a part of this person, and they like how they feel when they're with you. Maybe life's just getting to you, but I do feel like this person in September, they're not going to let you know how disappointed they are or how sad they are, or they get separation anxiety. They're not going to let you know that. But you're going to see a shift in this person emotionally and playfully. It's all fire and water here. Somebody flirting a little bit more. Maybe somebody feels like, maybe somebody needs to step up their game. You know, you getting a lot of attention. If this person's jealous or this person's afraid of, you know, disappointing you or somebody taking you away from them, you know, it looks like they're going to step up their game a little bit and open up, try and be a little bit more vulnerable. But don't let them fool you. All right. I think this person fears that somebody better is going to come along and grab you. So there is a constant hesitation with this person, fear of losing you, maybe for good for some of you. But if somebody's returning into your life, I will say with all these cards here, this is somebody that's stepping up. They're on a mission. There's going to be, you know, somebody coming after you, somebody here trying to get your attention more, somebody here trying to prove to you, somebody here trying to, you know, step up their game in fear that they're going to lose you. I don't know, maybe you finally reach a point, Capricorn, where you're like, something's got to change, and they could be feeling your energy pulling away. Let's see. You are welcome, Irish. All right, so there is an obstacle here, and your person, it looks like they're trying to find another road to make some sort of change. So coming in, you know, with a different approach for you. And I'm seeing weathering the storms right now with this person. Embrace the unexpected. All right, this relationship is changing you and changing somebody else. Let's see Aries through Pisces. You're welcome, Mama Frankie. Look at the Knight of Cups again. All right, so somebody's heart is like, please, Aries, all right? Aries coming in to put on a show. All right, so you got some dramatic energy coming in. But, you know, speaking the truth, get into the point of things, right? So there could be some instability, things shaking up between you and an Aries. Taurus is confused, right? It looks like Taurus here kind of going back and forth a little bit with you, you know, wavering. It's like, maybe, maybe not, maybe not. Should I do this? All right, but they know what they need to do, all right? So they could be making some sort of decision to finally step up. All right, Gemini, the High Priestess. Gemini kind of hanging low, staying silent, but still observing you. We have Cancer, Ace of Cups. Cancer coming in with an offer. All right, I want to see where this goes. Leo, be careful with a Leo. You know, you got some defensive energy here with a Leo. Right, they may be stepping up, or they, you know, they just feel like the two of you keep pushing each other into a corner. Virgo wanting to bring justice. It looks like both of you could find justice in September. You know, get that closure or get that truth you're looking for. Libra wanting to be together, deepening this connection. I see long term with you. Scorpio, there could be some conflict with Scorpio, just never quite knowing what the hell's going on. You know, always trying to figure something out. Sagittarius, opening up their heart, being vulnerable with you. Capricorn, you got the Queen of Pentacles. So I don't know, you looking busy, you looking good, and you got a Capricorn stepping up, noticing you. Same thing with an Aquarius, you looking good, you're all they think about. And Pisces, making plans with you to move forward. You know, it's like we've invested, we've come this far, let's see where things go. All right, that was my Capricorns. All right, Aquarius. Hello, Taja. Let's see. 220. Don't forget, I am going live at 4:30. If you guys could all comment under the video, happy birthday, Virgo, you could win a personal reading. That would definitely help this video. If you guys share it. And up Aquarius. Let's see. Hello, Maribel. All right, Aquarius. How's your person feel right now? And what are they thinking about doing? Taking action towards you in September. All right, we got the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So they're thinking about you, trying to figure out. They're kind of confused with you. Maybe what you need, what you want. You know, the Star card. I don't know, you got some dreams, some goals this person sees. You know, you've got maybe some high expectations or, you know, some fantasies about what you want, where you want to go. This person may feel like you've got some living to do. You've got some places to be, and you have options. This person may be feeling like you're destined for something, you know, and they can't meet your expectations. They might be thinking, Aquarius, you know, you're not giving yourself enough credit. You got this person questioning everything. You got them questioning you, everything. Look at the Queen of Swords. You got an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Somebody here that is studying you. They're intrigued by you. And the more they study you, the more they fall in love with you. But it's definitely somebody who doesn't like to show their feelings quickly. But they know there's something about you, but it's almost like, I don't want to hold you back. I don't want to hold you back. You got the Knight of Swords. Both of you guys are mirroring each other. You're not showing each other your feelings. Neither of you like to express your feelings. It's not that you're trying to hide them. It's just that neither of you really, you may talk about things, you both may know it, and you may assume the other knows it, but it looks like you both are kind of like assuming you know what each other's thinking. But your person's questioning you constantly. You may be making assumptions. Maybe they might think that you argue a lot. You argue with them a lot, or you second guess them, or you question them, their intentions. And they don't know where you're coming up with this. And I just think it's both of you are afraid to be vulnerable. And you're triggering each other in a way where, you know, you're assuming your person is not emotional. or emotionally unavailable or is being distant. And they're assuming here that, you know, you're defensive for some reason, or you're confused about, you know, what's going on, or you're questioning or assuming that they're lying or not in love with you or don't have feelings for you. It's a lot of questioning going on here. And the thing is, the Knight of Cups is your hearts are just so, you adore each other, or you really have feelings for each other, but nobody wants to cave. They're trying to decode you more than you realize by everything you say. Every argument you guys have, every choice you make, they may think that you choose specific things they say, you pull out what you want to hear, and then you argue or get mad, or you poke at it, you know, try and figure out how they really feel. And or you don't trust or believe them when they do tell you how they feel. Just a lot of thinking, a lot of assuming, and a lot of, you guys know that there's something strong there because you feel it, but your minds, your heads are getting in your way. You got somebody here over here trying to figure you out. You may also, Aquarius, be all over the place. Especially with this energy here, you're very creative. You may have lots of thoughts. I want this or I want that. And like, you know, you have so many different things that you want to do or on your plate. And you may say one thing, but then do another, or want something else, or be like, 1 minute I want commitment, the next minute I want, let's not, you know, you just may be, you know, in your head, maybe talking out loud, you know, but you're confusing this person, or you have confused this person. You know, so sometimes they may feel like you have deeper desires and they're just a temporary stop for you. All right, so their actions, what you don't see, this person just kind of going with the flow, hoping it works itself out. You're dealing with somebody who's a little bit more introverted than you are, and definitely observing and studying you, because that's what draws them to you. You're very unique to this person, and in September, you know, this person here could be kind of tiptoeing around you, trying to make it work, you know, trying to stay flexible with you, trying to adapt to you. You know, it's like they're trying to step up here a little bit and navigate this energy with you, trying to figure you out one step at a time. But they may come in again, you know, sort of kind of feels like weeble back and forth, weeble wobble here, you know, like 1 minute kind of test you, kind of come back, you know. But to me, it feels like my intention is to just allow this to unfold naturally. I just want to, you know, I just want to see where this goes. I don't want to just throw the towel in. I don't want to stop. I don't want to, you know, there's something here that's pulling us forward. So you may notice them mirroring you a lot, trying to figure you out, trying to adapt to you. So whatever you say or do, this person's going to say or do. You know, if you start pulling away from this person or assuming that they're pulling away, they're going to pull away. If you're wanting to play and you're in a playful mood and you're happy and you're flirty, this person's going to mimic that back to you. There's a lot of mirroring here with these two energies. So September could be quite fun. What's the outcome advice? You have the Two of Swords, Knight of Wands. There's the fun. And I see the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So, like I said, this month you may notice some changes. You got a lot of this, you know, confusing energy, questioning energy. Remember, as you're questioning, they're questioning. You both desire, you know, to see where this goes. It looks like things are unfolding the way they're meant to. You guys are trying to adapt to each other. Somebody here wants to take things serious. You may notice a serious tone from this person, a more playful tone. They, you know, more spontaneous energy from this person. But it could confuse you because, like I said, 1 minute they could be doing one thing and the next minute another, right? And pay attention to that because it's a mirroring effect of both of you. It looks like September could be quite fun and turning into something more serious. Your person showing more effort and passion towards you. All right, let's see. Hello, Mystic Intuitive. All right, let's see. Obstacle, finding another road and being flexible. Things are constantly changing. So, you know, it's that Two of Pentacles, back and forth a little bit, but we're taking one step at a time. If we feel stuck, we find another way. All right. Soul agreement, soul plan, and a life purpose. So you guys met for a reason, right? You guys are taking each other to the next step. All right, let's see Aries through Pisces. I will probably be going on earlier than 4:30, probably 4 for those of you. Who signed up for Super Chat. I'm actually going to change the... Aries, let's talk things out. Aries studying you. There's your energy. Aries is like, what is Aquarius up to? Taurus opening up their feelings, all right? So Taurus is like, hey, let's, you know, you might see a playful energy from them. Some messages that, you know, express their feelings. We have Gemini kind of struggling with, you know, what's going on with you guys, still struggling with what happened, still focusing on, you know, the negative aspects of the situation. Cancer is like, hey, let's just go with the flow. All right, let's just, you know, I'm trying to figure this out. You know, you guys are being guided. Things are unfolding naturally. Leo desires you. You're the one they want to be with. I mean, everything about you. Virgo has got their mind on you, so lots of potential here for action, communication. Libra is showing up as the star. Obviously, you're the one, the star of the show. It looks like you guys coming into alignment. Scorpio, Knight of Pentacles, they're serious too, so you may notice a serious energy from them, taking things slowly, but they're definitely showing signs of maturity. Sagittarius, the Fool, Sag is like, let's go, let's hop in, let's just see where it goes. We don't have to know all the plans. Capricorn, Four Swords, so you might finally get a little bit of a break here with a Capricorn. You guys having a reset, kind of chilling out a little bit, and things calming down. Aquarius wants, look at this, Aquarius, Six of Cups, you and a soulmate. You got a soulmate energy coming in, and you got another Aquarius reaching out to you. And Pisces returning or saying, hey, let's go. Let's make this happen. Somebody not giving up, but you are definitely challenging a person, Aquarius. I love you. Angel, thank you for putting a smile on my face, Angel. My Aquarius rising here. Yeah, you're sweet. Thanks for the love. All right, I'm going to change the time real quick on the other one. No, I don't want to watch the video. I want to... So many reasons I want to change the time. Sorry, guys. Bear with me for a second. I'm going to go at 4 o'clock for the super chats. All right. Here we go. You're welcome for the Aquarius read. I liked that one. Let's see, 234 for Pisces. Guys, definitely let me know in the comments if it resonated and you liked today's readings. The comments are always helping. All right, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Let's see. Pisces. Let's see how your person's feeling right now and what you don't see, what their intentions and possible actions, especially in September. All right. Look at the 9 of Cups. Very grateful to have you in their life. You might get some words of wisdom, words of gratitude from them. Very sensitive. There may be forgiveness. There could be an apology. Somebody may finally realize the value you've brought to their world, or, just being more open about it. Somebody clearly desires you. All right, and their feelings run deep. 6 of Pentacles. The 5 of Swords. This is somebody that's more than just friends, guys. This is somebody who realizes what you've put into this connection and feels guilty for not giving back, not giving to this as much as you gave. There could be some overwhelming feelings here. Maybe they thought it was just going to be, kind of friends, or just, getting to know each other. I don't think this person was ready to feel the feelings that they felt with you. They weren't being honest. They wanted something more, or they feel guilty for not giving more. Look at the King of Wands. You got an Aries, Leo, Sag here. You got somebody with a big heart, right? That is just, I feel like your person is going to show up more passionate, more open about their feelings, but they're definitely fantasizing about you in silence. Right, you're taking up space in their head, and if this is a friend, this is somebody that you're taking up space in their head. They are envisioning, they're actually manifesting you into their life. Seeing themselves with you. But they're conflicted about, or confused about, how to confront this situation, or how to confront you. In the past, they may not have given, like I said, to you. They may have been keeping you as a friend. They may have had other things going on for whatever reasons. This is how they felt. So what you don't see, I think they're hurting, they could be going through a separation, and that's why they're coming in to make an offer. I got the 5 of Pentacles. And we got the 8 of Pentacles. All right, so what you don't see is that somebody here is starting to weigh on them. It's, they're the 5 of Pentacles, the actions that they did not give to you. They did not see your value before. They may have hurt you and did not realize they were hurting you. They didn't realize how deep this relationship actually went. And now they're starting to feel bad if they've rejected you. So I am really seeing somebody reject you. It could be somebody you worked with. Somebody was just, and now they're possibly dreaming about you and fantasizing about getting together with you. You may notice somebody giving you more attention in September, a fire sign, being real friendly and generous with their money, their time, their energy. It may confuse you at times because, you know, they're not being 100% honest. They're testing. They're not being 100% honest here with their feelings. They're still trying to see if there's room to fix things or room to give, you know, room to repair. The outcome and advice of September. Oh, look at this, 4 of Pentacles. Somebody making a serious offer to bring emotional security and commitment. The Judgment card. Don't underestimate this relationship right now, whoever this is. Do not underestimate where this can go. You may be misjudging a situation. You may be thinking about the past. You may be thinking this person rejected you. You may be thinking that they friend zone you, or they, you know, they wouldn't give to this. And you may be thinking that it's never going to go anywhere. You might be dealing with a separation. You may be heartbroken. This person is got you on their mind. You're taking up space in their heart and mind. They have not let go of you, and there's going to be signs here of attempts to show you love, trying to make better choices, or being very honest about, you know, their feelings. So you have somebody here trying to build a more serious foundation with you. And it looks like making the attempt to be more than just friends. You have Scorpio energy, so this could be, this Judgment is fire energy. It could be a fire sign, but somebody here who has had time to really think and review some of their actions in the past. But the guilt is weighing on them, especially if you guys have fought or been separated and they did not realize how deep their feelings really were. Let's see. Let's see. Oracle and then Aries. New beginnings, stepping forward and expansion. So you're walking, we got the entrance stone. You're walking into a new portal here, a new dimension. I mean, it is shifting and changing, and sometimes these things just happen, right? That's what I'm seeing here. So there may have been, there's some change here. There may have been change in a friendship, or a person who, you know, kept you as friends, you know, friend zone you, whatever, however you want to look at it. Looks like there's some change here coming in. Let's see, Aries through Pisces. All right, let's see. The Fool card again. So Aries. So Aries is definitely feeling guilty, you know, and confusing you. Right? It may feel like there's been a lot of drama between the two of you, and they're still not sure how to fix this or what to say. Taurus may feel like it's not going anywhere right now. Things are over. Things are ending. And they actually could be dealing with some grief in their life. Something ended in their life right now. Maybe that's what happened in the past. Gemini is very attracted to you and is wanting to see a future with you. This is that fire energy. Cancer wants to make plans. All right. They're invested in this connection. They want to give more to it. They feel guilty for not giving to it in the past. Leo, the Sun card. Leo's got nothing but love for you. Virgo wants to work on things, get together. Libra is wanting to invest in this connection as well, too. They are seeing the potential. And Scorpio feeling sad. Scorpio here feels like they, maybe you guys are still dealing with a separation. They're still healing. Sag coming in like a bat out of hell, right? 8 of Wands. Sag wanting to communicate, something shifting, changing with you and Sag. Capricorn has a lot of regret. They are definitely hiding how much they think about you, how much they think about the situation. Aquarius wants to see a relationship, wants to see, happily ever after with you. And Pisces, right? So Pisces, the Wheel of Fortune for you. Things are constantly changing and moving. This situation that you're dealing with is always changing. Try not to get focused and fixed. This is fixed energy. Trying to get fixed on the way you think a situation is, because it's changing. All right. You and a Pisces. All right, guys, I love you. So I'll see you in about 30 minutes. If you want to have a personal reading, I'm doing the live stream mini readings. Thank you guys who were here. I appreciate you. I really had fun with the readings today. It will help for those of you that are here to comment, double checking that you did hit that like button, saying happy birthday to Virgo. Congratulations to, I don't know. Let me see. Tamtastrophe. Congratulations. And I will see you guys later. Thanks to all my mods and my viewers here today. You guys are amazing. All right. Take care, guys. And thank you, Angel, again.